Алло. Да, я в гостинице турист-комплекс номер 525. Я хочу заказать эскорт. Эскорт. Красивый, веселый, экзотический, азиатический эскорт, если у вас есть. У меня есть план сегодня. Хорошо. Красиво? Хорошо. Номер 525. Дорого? Нет? Отлично. Хорошо, жду. Пока.
Здравствуйте, я твой эскорт. Меня зовут Джонни F.D. Очень приятно.
Mr. Bolt.
Mr. Bald.
Come in.
Спасибо. Speak English.
And there you have it, guys. That is how I met Mr. Bald and Bankrupt, and we found these beautiful Soviet mosaics together on bicycle, going through this dangerous areas of Kiev, Ukraine. But actually, it's obviously a bit of a joke. I mean, first off, Kiev, Ukraine is actually very safe, especially compared to other big cities in anywhere in the world. Compared to New York, London, Barcelona, anywhere in South America, and even like San Francisco, I feel much, much safer, even in the worst districts of the left bank of Kiev, Ukraine, than in any big city in Western Europe, to be honest. I mean, even Lisbon, which is relatively safe, you have people coming up to you all the time trying to sell you drugs. You have people asking for money, lots of homeless people and beggars. Here, even in the so-called dangerous areas, I mean, you see like old people walking around, people selling, secondhand items or fruits and vegetables and eggs from the market or from their farm. People pushing strollers with their kids. Like Ukrainian people are actually very good people, and there's much less crime here than you would imagine. I mean, sure, it still happens in any big city. Sure, there's the scams that I've talked about and exposed on my channel. But in general, like most Ukrainian people are very good, and you can go through life day to day very safely and not have to worry about the dangers and everything. This is actually maybe the fourth time I hung out with Bald. I met him through Harald Baldr. Shout out to Harald Baldr's channel. And the first time we met was actually for lunch at a place called Brazil Grill do Brazil, and it's a Brazilian barbecue restaurant. I actually decided to take the bus there because it left from exactly where I was at the gym, and it dropped me off right in front of the restaurant. So even getting there was kind of an adventure because it was the first time I've taken one of these Ukrainian trolley buses, which is completely full of local Ukrainians, which is actually pretty cool if you think about it. I mean, this is how you get to know the local people and the local culture. And here I am arriving at the restaurant.
So I decided to take the bus because it literally got out right in front. And it's funny because I never take these buses. I think nobody ever takes these buses in Ukraine that, like, if you can afford to take a taxi or afford to have a car, nobody takes these buses. They come like marshrukas. But this is nice. This is like a nice marshruka. There's like bad ones, but this is a good one. Anyways, this restaurant is so good. It's Brazilian barbecue, and I'm meeting up some lads. I actually see one of them now. I think he's a bit early. Who is this guy, and why is he in Ukraine? Zarova!
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, how you
right?
doing, buddy? Yeah, you guys are early.
Yeah.
Zarova Moloy.
So if that meeting felt a bit awkward, it is because it actually was. Because it was actually the first time we met in person, even though I felt like I knew Harold already because we had been talking for months on the phone or through WhatsApp because we were both locked down in Sri Lanka at the same time, just like one city over from each other. And because I've seen so many Bald's videos, I felt like I knew him as well. even though it was actually our very, very first time. And now I proceeded to awkwardly film.
Did you just order 3 Coke Zeros?
Yeah, that's for starter.
I thought you ordered for us. Like, she probably assumes it's like one for each of us.
I'm gonna have 8 Coke Zeros. Don't you worry about me.
I'm worried about you. I don't know, what is in Coke Zero?
What's in Coke Zero?
Yeah.
0 calories.
Okay, well, I guess now what is in Coke Zero? How do they make it? Like, what is in there?
I don't know. I drink it. What's with all these questions, Johnny?
Inquiring minds want to know. I care about your health, Harold. I don't want you dying on me. Not yet.
And did you have Aperol?
So I was so excited to have these guys in town and in a video that I kind of ruined their lunch for a bit. And I apologize to Harold. I apologize to Bald for doing that. So please don't do that if you meet them in person for the first time. So I decided just to cut this part out and not actually even film or release the rest of the lunch because it was awkward. Like, Ben was like, "What are you doing, man? Like, let's just have lunch." So luckily we stayed friends and we filmed this whole scene a few days later after we actually hung out and got to know each other, and we were both kind of in a proper mood and mind space to be filming. They had just got back from Ethiopia and they were both tired and jet lagged, and the food there wasn't very good. Ben got a little bit of food poisoning from the hotel food there, but luckily they recovered and we decided to make an actual proper video. So you've seen it already. If you haven't, watch it. It's called A Day on a Bike Ride with Mr. Baldr Bankrupt, and here is how it all kind of started.
So this is my buddy Ben, Mr. Baldr Bankrupt, and I'm going to escort him on bicycle to ride and find some
Soviet mosaics. In fact, there's one particular Soviet mosaic that I've always wanted to see. It's about half an hour away on a bicycle. And so, yeah, as Johnny said, Big Johnny's going to escort me. So let's go and look for one.
I'm going to keep him safe. Don't worry, guys. From the Gopniks.
Let's do it, Johnny FD.
This is definitely not a old Soviet elevator.
Not a Soviet lift, but it's a Soviet hotel.
Yeah.
I've been coming here since the 90s. I've been staying in the old tourist complex. It was built for the Moscow Olympics, believe it or not. Although the Moscow Olympics obviously were in Moscow, but they still built this hotel for the tourists. Do you get historical facts when Johnny FD hangs out with Mr. Baldr?
Yeah, I like that. So people would stay here and commute to Moscow.
I don't know why they built it, but yeah, apparently it was for the Moscow Olympics.
Okay.
So, anyway, let's go and look for a hire bike.
Oh. So inside the lobby in his room is pretty nice, but you can tell, I mean, this place is literally called Tourist Hotel.
I mean, it says 3 stars up there. I don't know if that's just decoration, the 3 stars. I don't know how they rated the 3 stars.
Or who rated the 3 stars.
Tourist Hotel going in. Have a nice day. And yeah. Anyway, let's go and rent some bikes. Stop yapping. It's a lovely day. It's a lovely day in Kiev. And we're going to rent some bikes. When I was looking online, I saw that in a place called Darnitsa, which is another region of Kiev, there's like an old Soviet mosaic. And so I thought, with my mate Johnny in town, and I'm in town, coincidentally, we could go together. He's gonna, because Darnitsa is a rough region of Kiev, but with old Johnny to escort me, I think I'm gonna be okay, because he's a big boy. So, we're gonna be okay?
We'll see. But actually, I don't know if you realize you're actually bigger than me, or at least taller.
I'm taller than you, but not as wide as Johnny. Johnny is 2 of me.
I don't think anyone's as wide as me.
Johnny's a big boy. Come along, little Fiat Punto. There you go.
So we're walking by my favorite restaurant, the old
The world's
Pizzata
greatest
Hata.
restaurant, in fact.
Yeah?
Pizzata Hata. I don't know a better one.
Oh, this bike's right here. Like literally right across the street from the hotel tourist complex. What's show?
Kiev has come into the modern world, and it's only just got this whole, not free bike, but like rental bike thing going on. So yeah, me and Johnny are one of the first people to ever demonstrate how you ride a bike in Kiev.
Da, 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 da.
Right, something like this. And then scan, wait, first before you scan it, check the tyres. These are pro tips. As a professional bicyclist. Not the best one, Johnny. Not the best one. Here we go. Let's take this one. Nice.
firm one?
Nice. There you go. And I'm
Alright.
going to scan the little thing down here. Boom. Start trip. Accept. Didn't work. Start trip. Accept. We're going to try another one, Johnny.
Alright.
This one's got kikashkas on the wheel, but I'm still going to squeeze it. Okay, let's try this one.
Okay.
Right. Close. We're going to do it, don't worry. Alright, scan. Okay, start trip, accept. I'm off.
Eighth time's the charm.
Listen to the click. Oh, okay, wasn't so impressive. There we go. Anyway, we're doing it.
Still impressive. I'm still impressed. I'm even more impressed with the little fanny pack that you carry around.
If it's good enough for Joe Rogan.
Does he carry a little tiny yellow fanny
He
pack?
doesn't have a yellow one. He's not that stylish, but he has a fanny pack. Oh, I like it. I'm ready. Get one. Let's go looking for mosaics.
All right, and that started the adventure of me and Baldr Bankrupt riding our hired bikes around the dangerous area of the left bank of Kiev, Ukraine. If you haven't watched that video yet, watch it after this because it's actually really interesting. We saw some really cool places, and I actually chose this cartoon kind of filter because it felt like it felt like an animation. Like it felt like I was on an adventure. You know, it didn't feel like normal real life, and this kind of really just like fit this perfectly. You know, we had like a ton of fun. I mean, like Bald is actually exactly the same in person as he is on camera. He's always on. He's always, you know, having fun, always laughing, always doing silly things. I almost wish that we can just film 24/7 and just have it be like a live reality show or something, because like really when we're hanging out, we're just like having such a good laugh all the time. So big thank you to Mr. Baldr Bankrupt for being such a cool guy and coming along with me to make this film. I now definitely consider you a friend and not just, you know, some guy I watch on YouTube. So next time you're in town, I'd love to grab a drink and hang out again. If you guys haven't seen his channel somehow, make sure you follow it, subscribe to his channel. You can subscribe to mine as well. If you have any questions, you can leave it in the comments below and let me know so I can ask him next time we meet. Unfortunately, he's now flown back to the UK, so I don't know when we're going to be hanging out again, but it was definitely a fun time hanging out in Kiev, Ukraine for the week or so that he was here. And big thanks again to Harald for introducing us. Harold's also a very, very cool guy. Make sure you subscribe to his channel if you haven't already as well. And I'll see you in the next video.
Right behind Nesh.
Oh, I can beat it. Wow.
Yeah. Fierce cat. All right, so we're going to wrap up a tough workout with an amazing meal. Salahada. Oh, what did you get, sir? Some cutlets.
I got a cutlet and potatoes. I was going to have a chicken Kiev.
Yeah, I wasn't going to have a chicken Kiev, but, you know, I always have one. Let's eat.
Can you hear that noise?
No.
Okay. Да, доброе утро. Я хочу заказать один эскорт в мой номер. Это гостиница «Турист», номер 525. Я хочу кто-то красивый, экзотический, азиатические глаза, да, веселые. Если у вас есть такой эскорт, пожалуйста, принесите. Хорошо, жду.
Mr. Bald.
Come in.
Спасибо. Speak English.
I think that's it. We cut there.
Okay.
And then we're into